Hey friends, it's Laura. Welcome back. Today we're going to work on the temperature blanket. I know it's been a while since we've crocheted anything. I've been kind of on a coloring kick. I know that's not for everyone, and that's okay. But I know that I need to bounce back and forth. I feel that I need to bounce back and forth between the coloring and the crochet. Sorry, I'm out of breath. Because my channel was built on not just one, but both. And I feel like in order to keep it growing and to keep everybody happy, I really need to do both. So, and plus, you know, I want the temperature blanket to be done, which means I need to be working on it. So let's figure out where we are. We're on September 20th. Could you imagine being done with September? We only have 3 months left. So September 20th is 75. That's light peach, which is over here. Which is right here. Okay, let's flip it around. It's getting pretty big. Okay, let's pull that in. Pull that in. Hang on, guys. We gotta take a quick detour. You're coming with me. Oh no, we're good. I did open the closet door. I heard my cat jump off my bed and I was worried I didn't open the closet door for him. He likes to sleep in the closet. He has a bed in the closet. I have a shoe. It's not really a shoe rack. It's a shoe set of drawers. They're wire, metal wire drawers. And the top one I don't get to very often. So I bought him a little pet bed and put a blanket on top of it. Put his blanket on top of it. And he enjoys it very much. He's in there right now. I just wanted to make sure I didn't leave the closet door closed because then he has trouble getting in. Because he can get in. They're bifold doors. And he'll headbutt it until it bounces open. But I really don't want him to have to do that and hurt his little head. So I was just in there. Part of my list of things to do today was to bag up all of my spare yarn that I've got laying around that isn't like in a cubby or isn't in a cube or whatever, isn't covered. So I had food storage bags, like the kind that without the Ziploc, that you just tie up, and some masking tape. And I went around and did that to all my spare, a lot of cakes that I had for different projects, and some skeins. I definitely don't need to buy yarn for a while. So I told you that I bought yarn from Michael's, and it came in finally, but I ended up returning it. It was a super thick, chunky yarn, and it was too hard for me to work with. It was hurting my hands. I couldn't do it. So I initiated a return and went through that whole process, which was quite an ordeal. Because I didn't keep the boxes they came in. So I had to find a box to ship it back in, and they're huge skeins of yarn. So luckily my dad found one at work and brought it home for me. Push my chair up really quick, hang on. Hurting my arm. And it was another whole ordeal because they shipped the yarn to me in 2 big boxes, and they only gave me 1 shipping label. So even if I did have the boxes they came in, and they wouldn't let me use the shipping label twice, so it was kind of, I had to get them to send me a second shipping label, and they took forever, and it was kind of an ordeal. Okay. So that was row 20. Let's do row 21, or day 21, which is 77, which is still light peach. I ordered another aught light because I've got an aught light right here. I've got a regular light right here that is not the best. But I've got an aught light right here that I got on sale or on clearance at Hobby Lobby one time. But I was perusing Joann's.com because I got an email, because I get emails from them, and they had some doorbuster sales. This was a couple weeks ago. A week ago? A couple weeks ago. I don't know. It seems like it's been a while. They had some doorbuster sales, and some of them were aught lights, and I got a really good deal on another outlight that I'm going to put over here. So I'll have a light here, a light there, and a light there. And I think that'll just help brighten up this area a little bit because there's no window over here. I've mentioned that before. There's no window. And I don't think there's really a way to reconfigure this room to have my desk by the only window that there is. And if I did, then I wouldn't have anywhere to put my plants either, because my plants are by the window right now. So it's just kind of, I just need as much artificial light as I can get. Hazards of living in a tiny house. You only get so many windows. And it's just the way the house is configured too. It's just how it had to be. It's a big window, so you do get a lot of light in the room. It's just this desk is on the opposite side of the room from the window. How is your day going? How was your weekend? I don't know when you're gonna see this. I feel like I've got a couple videos ahead of this one. Update on my, I don't know who's going to watch this. I don't know if I never know if like the coloring crowd is watching the crochet videos and if the crochet crowd is watching the coloring videos. So I never know like what to say when. But these, you'll see this after the haul. These water brushes, I used the tiny one. It works great. What are these called? Broussards. The 2mm fine tip works great. A lot more water comes out of it than my last water brush. And I was struggling to get any water out of the last water brush, so I think it's an improvement. Also update my new storage system for the Prismacolor and Polychromos pencils is working out great. In the new .300 case, pencil case. It's heavy to haul around, but it's not really leaving the house, so it's not a big deal, but I'm loving having everything in one place like that, and I love that I can take it from my bed back to my desk. Okay, so that was day 21. Day 22 is 78, so that is light peach again. My mom has been in here today trying to help me with my shower. She's trying to help me get some mold out of it. It's on the caulking, and she's trying to, you know, use bleach, because I didn't have any bleach in here, and see if that'll get it off. But if not, she thinks we might have to redo the caulking. And some of it's in some really hard to get to places. So that's a bummer. I don't have a bathtub, so it's like a shower stall. But it's shaped funny. And it's got a lot of alcoves, you know, like for shampoo bottles and body wash and stuff. And it's just, I don't know, it wasn't designed very well. It was the only one they could find to fit in that space. But it's not designed very well, and it's a pain to clean. But, you know, happy to have a shower, so can't be too mad at it. Very warm here today, probably in the 80s, which I know for most people isn't warm, but it's warm for us. You live by the coast, it's, you know, it's warm. Got the AC on, or it keeps coming on. It's on a thermostat, so whenever it hits a certain point, it just keeps coming on. Okay, almost at the end of this row, and then we'll go to the next one. I think we've only done a few rows. Yeah, this will be our third row. Okay, that was row 22, or day 22. Day 23 is 76, so that is again light peach. This is going to work out perfectly we're going to get to day 24, which is 75, which is also light peach, and then it changes. So we'll stop at that point. Telling my aunt that I'm still working on the temperature blanket, and she's like, how are you doing that during the summer? How are you working on a blanket? And I told her, it's like, no, I split it. So this is only, you know, July through December, and I'm only on September. And so it's not a massive blanket. My new plant that I got for my birthday is adjusting well. It's very temperamental. It needs water more often than every other plant I own. So I just need to get on a schedule. I need to figure out how often it needs water and then set a reminder on my phone. You know, like, is it every 3 days, 4 days? 1 week is too much. So I just need to figure out. It does perk up, you know, the next day after you water it, and then it's fine. But I just don't want to stress it. I wish I knew what plant it was too. I know I could use one of those plant identifier apps and probably figure it out. He's just a thirsty little guy, so I need to pay better attention. He'll go from, you know, perky and fine, and then just be super droopy and sad. And so I just need to pay attention. the end of this row, which is good because my arm is hurting. So we've only got one more row to go. That was row 23. Day 24 is 75, which is light peach. This was all light peach, which is, I just think is great. Need to go see if I have any more light peach because we're about halfway through this skein. I have a feeling it's going to be a lot of light peach for the rest of the year. I think I have one more. I think it's going to be a lot of light peach and ocean. See this right here, it's a bug bite. I don't know what kind of bug bite. I don't like to think about it. I don't want to know when it happened. Yeah, so I hope you're all having a good day, good week, whenever you see this. Hope you're doing something that is bringing you joy, that you get to. I think that's really important. Even if it's something small. If you're all working on something right now, I'd love to know what you're working on. I know for a lot of people, summer is not the time when you want to crochet because it's too hot. Totally get it. If I didn't have air conditioning, I would not be crocheting at all. Okay, so that was day 24, which was 75 degrees. And the next day, 25, is 80 degrees, which is hot orchid. So we're gonna skip, we're gonna stop. I think that was 5 days anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that was 5 days. And that's usually what we do for a video. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut that. This is getting quite large. So thank you all for joining me, keeping me company. Really appreciate it. It makes this go a lot faster. Would not have been able to do this without you. So we will keep on keeping on with this, and we will get through it. We are almost at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we push through and do 6 rows next time, we will be done with September. And I will make the list for October. Be fun to see what temperatures we got in October. So until next time, everybody, take care, and I will see you all again soon. Bye.